Hi all. In this video, I'm going to talk about selection, the difference between selection and recruitment, and the importance of selection, and the procedure which is involved in selection of the candidates. So, selection is actually matching the people with the job. Selection procedure relates to securing of relevant information about an applicant so that this information so obtained from different sources can be analyzed in order to find out the perfect match between the prospective employee and the job. Basically, in the selection process, the candidates who have applied for the various jobs will be shortlisted as per the needs of the organization. Then the HR managers, in conjunction with the functional managers, that is the other marketing managers, finance managers, the managers of the other departments, have to try to ascertain a perfect match between the prospective employees and the various job vacancies. So basically, a selection process should is a very complicated process because the right kind of people have to be recruited. Otherwise, the goals of the organization will not be attained. So, and further selection process is also a very elaborate process because it starts with the shortlisting, so shortlisting of candidates, then preliminary interviews, selection tests, and finally ending with the contract of employment. So basically, it is not a single procedure, but it is essentially a series of steps by which additional information about the prospective employee is secured. And then, based on the information which is obtained about the employee, the job description and the job specification of the vacant job is ascertained, and then we try to match the prospective employee with the vacancies in the organization. So let's analyze the difference between recruitment and selection. In the human resource management functions, recruitment is a former process, whereas selection is the latter process. That is, recruitment comes before selection. Recruitment is a process where only the employee is encouraged to apply for jobs in the organization, whereas selection is a process which involves after the candidate has applied for jobs in the organization, the various series of steps which are followed in order to select the best employee is basically selection. Like recruitment is a positive process because all the employees are, all the prospective employees are encouraged to apply for jobs. So basically, in recruitment process, we encourage more employees to apply for the job. Whereas selection is a negative process because it involves elimination of unsuitable candidates and selection of only the prospective employees. Further, let's analyze the importance of selection. Selection is an important process because hiring good human resources can help an organization to achieve its objectives and also to achieve the overall performance of the organization. On the other hand, if we hire a wrong candidate or because of a bad selection process, then the work is affected and the cost which is incurred for replacing such bad resource will be very high. So basically, the purpose of selection is to choose the most suitable candidates who can meet the requirements of the job in an organization and also help an organization to achieve its goal of profitability. So therefore, when during the selection process, it offers umpteen number of benefits. Firstly, it helps in appointing the right kind of people for the right kind of job. When the right kind of people are appointed for the right kind of job, the goals of the organization will be achieved. When the goals of the organization is achieved, the profitability of the organization also increases. Further, it is through the selection process that important information about prospective employees can be obtained, and and based on this important information which is obtained, the organizations can demark or they can identify the good potential employees from the other employees who are not so much suitable for the job. So, therefore, selection process offers umpteen number of benefits, primarily because it helps an organization to obtain its valuable human resources. Further, let's look into the various steps which are involved in the selection process. Now, basically, every organization has to follow certain common procedures in selecting the employees. And the selection process is a very complicated process because a number of aspects have to be considered when selecting the employees. And therefore, it is very time consuming also, as number of steps have to be followed in the selection procedure. So, the first step in the selection process is receipt of applicants. Every prospective employee who applies for jobs in an organization may not be suitable for the organization, or may not be fully qualified for the job vacancy in the organization. Sometimes those people who do not possess the requisite experience and qualifications also would have applied for jobs in the organization. Therefore, a preliminary interview has to be conducted after the scrutiny of applicants is made in order to ascertain the prospective employees. So, moving ahead, the second step in the selection process is screening interview or preliminary interview. In the preliminary interview, the employer tries to find out whether the candidate is physically and mentally suitable for the job. And in general, the candidates are asked questions about their qualifications, experiences, interests. That is there is their personal details are also solicited during the preliminary interview. So employers should not take much time for conducting the preliminary interview as it helps in eliminating unsuitable candidates right in step 2 itself. The next we have is selection test. Those candidates who have passed the preliminary interview will be asked to appear for the selection test. The tests serve as an important device for in the selection process as it helps in discovering and measuring the qualities and abilities of the candidates in terms of job specifications. Selection tests basically are of two types. The first type is proficiency test, and then we have the aptitude test. Proficiency test helps in ascertaining the skills and abilities of the candidates which the candidate already possesses. So basically proficiency tests are conducted to find out whether the individual will be able to perform the required job for which the individual is being selected based on the skills and abilities which the individual already possesses. And on the other hand, aptitude tests are the tests which are conducted in order to assess a candidate's potential for performing a certain job in the future. So basically, these are the two types of tests which are conducted to assess the suitability of the candidate for the job vacancy. Next, we have is checking of references. Now, generally when a candidate submits their CVs, that is curriculum vitae or the biodata, in the CV they mention names of at least two references. Now, these two references are generally people who know the prospective employee. So, what the organizations who want to recruit these people, prospective employees have to do is they have to call up these references or get in contact with them and try to find out whether the information which is served by the candidates who's seeking for the job is valid or not. So basically, the names of references which is given by the employees will be the names of people whom the employee already knows, or and also more apart from assessing the correctness of the information which is furnished by the employee, the checking of references also helps in finding out the authenticity of the employee for to join the organization. Next we have is step 5, which is employment interview. Now, basically, an interview is a face-to-face observational and personal appraisal method to find out a candidate's suitability for a particular job. So, every person who is selected in a company has to be interviewed by certain people. So, it could be either one person interviewing the employee or prospective employee, or it could be more than one people interviewing the employee. So, further, basically, when we conduct an interview, it helps the employee in assessing the prospective employee's personality, the smartness, the intelligence quotient of the employee, or basically it helps in assessing the overall attitude of the employee. So basically, an interview is conducted not only to assess the qualities of an employee, but also we have a round of interview which generally to discuss the compensation packages of an employee, where the prospective employee's salary expectations are also tried to ascertain. So the HR manager tries to find out the salary which the prospective employee is expecting, so that they can consider this when they are framing a compensation package for the employee. So the next step in the selection process is medical examinations. Now, medical examinations of the candidate is needed to find out the fitness of the employee for that particular job. So, depending on the nature of the job, the physical standards will be specified in the organization, and the candidate has to satisfy these minimum physical standards in order to be selected in the organization. Next step we have is the last step, which is placement. Placement basically refers to the process by which accepted candidate is finally assigned the particular job. Generally, once the candidate is selected, the candidate will be put through a training process or a training period. This period is also called as the probation period. So the final placement of the candidate is decided only after the training period is over. Now, during the probation period, which generally ranges from 6 months to 2 years, the candidate has to, the candidate's performance is assessed, and only if the candidate has performed well during the probation or the training period, then the organization makes the employee's recruitment permanent. Otherwise, the employee will be asked to leave the organization. So, once the offer of employment has been extended and accepted, the final stage in the procurement function is concluded, and namely that function that final function in the procurement process is the placement of an individual on the new job. So basically, placement is the determination of the job to which an accepted candidate is to be assigned. So these are the various steps which are involved in the selection process.